Make sure you get out to Lincoln Sportsbook or the Omaha Sportsbook for Warhorse, where you can bet on nearly every major sporting event, straight bets, parlays, props, in-game props, all of that kind of stuff. Get to warhorsecasino.com if you need any more details on their events coming up as well. DB, it's a pretty good slate of college games this week.
Yeah, except for the early games tomorrow. Those blow.
Yeah, the early window is not great, but later in the day, it picks up.
I know. I was hoping for something good because I'm looking for a reason to have to leave the high school, but apparently it's going to be the JV game because I wanted to be able to say, hey, such and such plays at Big Noon.
Yeah, I got to go work. I got to go.
But then it's like, no, nobody get plays. I mean, I guess Clemson, NC State is in that window.
You could tell Lamont you got to go play tennis with me or something, get some workout.
I don't think Dad would let me. He'd be like, I think he'd look at me sideways and be like, how much do you like working here?
Yeah, depends on the day. Depends on the day. So I wanted to ask you though, because I think we're going to learn some things about some teams tomorrow.
Yeah.
And there's 4 games in particular I'm looking at. You could probably guess 3 of them.
Clemson, NC State.
Nope. USC, Michigan.
Yep.
Oh, that's the big one. Yeah.
Minnesota, Iowa.
Oh, I don't have that one on here.
Oh, fudge. That'd have been in my as a Big Ten guy. That's a good one.
Bro,
that is a good one. That is a good one.
Hey, that'll be like 4-2.
I feel like I already know what both of those. I feel like I already know what both those teams are.
There'll be a couple of safeties.
Did you hear what this dude just said?
I'm trying not to.
4-2. Shohei Ohtani with a 3-run dunk.
Yeah.
I feel like I already know who both those teams are, but maybe that I'm just being arrogant.
Minnesota and Iowa.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're out.
Oklahoma State, K-State.
They don't
in
play
there?
each other.
Or they're not, next week, sorry.
It's Okie State and Utah.
That's on there.
That's one.
a big.
That's got to be one.
Yeah, that's on there. That's mine. That's one of
Okay.
them.
Let's go. Huh.
I think there's one more.
Give me the conference.
Oh, Tennessee, Oklahoma.
SEC, Tennessee, Oklahoma.
Well, I don't know, man. Something is disturbing about that line. I would have made Tennessee at least a 10-point favorite.
Yeah, I would have put them at like 13.5.
What is it?
It's like 7. Right?
6.5, I thought, last time I saw. It might have changed, but
Doesn't seem right, does it?
Yeah.
No.
Oklahoma has looked bad the entire season almost.
Yeah. It'll be the first best opponent Tennessee's played so far. I want to see what the offense looks like.
I mean, they had to pull away late last week against Tulane.
Yeah.
And it's 6.5?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
That game's
Everybody's fawning over Tennessee. That is danger time
that's why
for Heupel.
that's why it's on my list. And then there's one more that I'm not sure you'll get this one.
Give me the conference.
Big 12. It's a team I've had a weird affinity for in the past, but one of the teams in there.
SMU?
No, but this team has beaten SMU.
Oh, this year?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
yes, I do. Yes, I do. It was supposed to be a game in which I had my eye on, and it turned out to be much ado about nothing.
I don't know.
They're
Give it to me.
K-State, BYU.
Fudge, man.
Oh, yeah.
I really, really liked.
What is that line?
about a
7?
Phone booth game.
I really, really liked BYU for a while because of the way they played, but
That's a phone booth game. That's gonna be some.
let me find the line here.
BYU and K-State.
Dudes
K-State can run the ball.
That's what I
too,
mean.
though.
Dudes just like, man,
Stylistically, I feel like that's going to be a fun game. What do you think the line is?
Where
What
is
would
it?
you put it at? It's at BYU.
Oh,
4.
I would make K-State a. Man, I might make K-State about an 8-point favorite.
6.5.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
like 4,
close.
4.5.
6.5 point favorite.
Yeah, that's about right. That might be it. Shoot, play that.
That's a sneaky game.
Play that.
You want what? You want Kansas State?
I think Kansas State. Yeah, that's a good number. I would lay the 6.5 on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a better team, and I think BYU will get some love just because of where it's played.
Yeah.
But Yeah, I don't know. I didn't love BYU.
No, but I think that is kind of a prove it game for K-State.
You like Utah?
Against Oklahoma State?
Yeah.
If Cam Rising's healthy, I always like Utah.
So Vegas apparently doesn't care.
I do. I mean, obviously.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I mean, only 2.5 for Oklahoma State.
Less
At
than
home?
a key number at home, all things being
That's a
equal.
pick'em,
I just don't
basically.
think you can take Okie State.
If you're Okie,
I think you take Utah or you lay off.
if you're so Okie State minus 2.5 at home, that basically means I think it's a pick 'em. If Cam Rising's healthy, I'm all over Utah. If he's not healthy, but I'm not going to know really until I see it. So that might be one of those like live in-game bets I like to do.
Yeah, you are looking. How do you do that?
You got to be there you got to be at Warhorse.
Gotcha.
For the deal there to make sure you get the live lines. But yeah, that's one of those where if I see him and I like the way he looks early, usually you won't get too much line movement, so I can still get the value that I like on a guy like Rising.
You know, kind of off the grid, what I want to see.
What's that?
Cal and Florida State.
I don't want to see that because I think Cal's going to beat him. Florida State's not good. I think that team's quit, if I'm being honest with you.
Oh, well, you said that after week 2. You might be right.
Yeah, I think there's something that happened there, and I don't know what it is because on talent alone, that team should be 2-1 at worst.
Is Florida 6 points better than anybody?
Nope, not a soul. Maybe Kent State.
But Mississippi State did just get their doors blown off.
But yeah, by Toledo.
Yeah.
That was I don't know what to do with that, but that should not be 6 points for either of those teams.
I can't believe you're not in on Minnesota and Iowa. I am captivated.
I'm going to watch it.
I can't wait.
I'm going to watch it, but I feel like I know who those teams are.
I mean, I get it. It's going to probably be muddy and a gross game to watch.
I'm less interested in NC State Clemson than I am in Minnesota, Iowa.
You know what number seems deceptively low?
What's that?
How is UCLA only a 21 or 22-point dog to LSU?
I don't think people like LSU. I don't think Vegas likes LSU that much.
UCLA just got their doors blown off at home by Indiana, so they're going to recover, go on the road to Baton Rouge.
I'm not telling you they're going to.
That's just it's just interesting. Right? I don't think that line doesn't look right either.
I don't think people trust LSU.
Also, why is Purdue going to Oregon State?
They won't be doing that again.
That's crazy.
No, that's a bad skit. They should have gotten out of that game.
Yeah.
Is there a game?
No, I'm serious. They're in trouble.
Don't get out of a game with Lane Kiffin. He'll get mad at you.
Dude, he just publicly chastised Wake. But I guess that is taboo. Like there are a lot of coaches that don't like that.
Well, especially after you play one half of the home and home.
Yeah,
that's messed up.
Yeah. Well, we saw a coach here try to pull that off.
Yeah, and we made fun of him for a year, for amongst other reasons. But that always came up, right?
Oh yeah.
Is there a game where you're looking at the line and you're like, that's a juicy one?
Yeah, like I really like Vanderbilt. 20.5 at Missouri.
You like them to cover. You think that's a game they can win?
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far, but
well, I'm not saying play the money line, but just like in a football sense.
Oh, I was like,
I could see that thing being late in the fourth.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
take them into deep water.
I don't like Missouri.
I'll say, how good do you think Missouri is? That's the real question here, right?
I'm not a Cook guy right now.
Yeah.
I don't like.
Is it possible Vandy has the better quarterback in that game?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because some people are a little enamored.
Yeah. Well, he's kind of nice.
Yeah. Well, that's why. I mean, Crook's obviously the better prospect, but I just meant in like tomorrow. Is it possible that I don't know how to Paiva?
Yeah. Pavia?
Yeah, I'm not trying to butcher it.
I like.
Is it possible he plays better tomorrow than Cook?
Yeah.
Arizona State at Texas Tech. Arizona State's a 3-point favorite.
I think Arizona State's not too bad.
Better than we thought.
Yeah.
Real quick before we get out of here and get to Vers, Nebraska at about 7.5-point favorite over Illinois. Is that too big, too little? Right on.
Not quite enough. The line's about right, but Nebraska covers.
I've got Nebraska by at least 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's a 30.
10,
that's a 30-17 game.
Yeah, I'll give a prediction here in a minute, but I've got it a little more.
28-17.
We'll talk to Matt Vers all coming up next year on Hurrdat Sports Radio.